used to be teaching in a JC before, and I think after my bond ended, I decided to try teaching in a different environment. So I always knew that I love to teach, that's my passion. So I thought, why not try doing it on my own and see where it goes. So I think in the past 7 years, I've been very blessed to have been able to teach my subject, general paper, with passion, and also benefited students along the way. I think teaching is always very rewarding for me personally, and every day, after class, even though it can be tiring to teach, I always find that there's a lot of satisfaction when students leave the class and they feel that they have learned something new. So I think in terms of rewards, it's a very intangible reward in terms of how you feel fulfilled as a teacher when you see students being able to learn new concepts. I think when students come to me after class and they ask questions that show that they are interested in finding out more, or students who have come and tell me that they've started reading the newspapers on their own to find out about current affairs, social issues related to GP, I always find that that is very rewarding, because it shows that there's this internal motivation for them to want to find out more. So I think when I see that interest being sparked off and triggered in my students, it gives me even greater motivation to want to expose them to different topics in society, to train them also in different ways of thinking critically. I think the greatest challenge would be to ensure that my students do well eventually for their A-level examinations for general paper. Because what I like to do is not just to focus on scoring well in the examinations, but also to equip them with skills and thinking skills for life. So I think a challenge would be to know how well they're actually being prepared for the exams. And I think I'm thankful that throughout these 6-7 years of teaching, many of them go to do very well eventually in their A-level examinations. So the other challenge, of course, would be how do I then continue to improve on my teaching so that students will constantly be interested and passionate to find out more about different social issues. I think because I believe that GP is a very powerful subject to train students to think from different perspectives. So my long-term plan, I hope, is to get as many students as possible to be able to think in such a way, to be able to come for my classes, to be able to be exposed to different perspectives, to be able to improve on their language skills, and at the same time also be aware of what's happening around the world, in Singapore, in their society as well. So that is my long-term goal and objective. When I first started Irwin Study in 2009, I only started with a class of about 7 or 8 students. So today, I have hundreds over students, and it's something that I really didn't expect, to be able to have so many students and also 2 centers, one in Tampines and one in Bukit Timah. So I think that along the way, along this journey, it has really been God's blessing and God's grace that provide me with so much to be able to share with my students.